So we're going to go through some exercises to make sure that the thoracic or the mid spine is correctly aligned and recruited in terms of movement. So the first thing we can do is to take a stick, a long stick such as this, and place it at the mid spine and loop over the arms. This gives you the basic fundamental position in traditional martial arts, which is the fists at the level of the hips. Now, of course, there's many critics which say that the traditional arts are wrong for using this level of hands, because the hands should obviously be protecting the head. However, there's a different reason for this. This aligns the hands and the center of gravity, the hara center, with activity. By introducing the stick or the staff, this raises the chest so the energies are more widely circulated across the upper body, so that they can travel further from the main battery center, the center of gravity, to circulate upwards and radiate outwards. So this gives an immediate lift to the overall posture without raising the entire body, so that you're not grounded. So this position sinks down into the hips, into the pelvis, and at the same time you're raised at the level of the solar plexus or the heart center. So from here you could stay in this posture, allowing the chest to elevate, allows the head, the upper spine, to stretch fully. If the chest is depressed, it's a big effort to raise the head, to stretch the spine, and to elongate the posture. So by giving this slight elevation, it actually brings the chest to the level of the chin, so that the chin doesn't need to tuck too much when you're in your posture. So raising the heart, the solar plexus, to the chin prevents too much slumping of the posture when you go into the fighting stance. So this is one way, using the staff to elongate the posture and to give that lift from the solar plexus, the heart center, the distribution center of the posture, which lifts it from the anchoring point or the main battery generator of energy. So we have the generator and the distributor. The next exercise is to stand with feet comfortably apart, hands just above the hips, open palmed. From here, you lean forwards as if to fold over a table in front of you. It's not just that, it's a fold forward, lifting from the chest. This allows you to elongate the posture once again. This is the whole point. We don't want a depression or a compression of the neck or spine. We'll elongate while sinking down so that we don't tip forwards or lean overly forward or lose our equilibrium. So from here, fold, make a round circle and come back. This is an exercise often used in many of the Chinese systems of Tai Chi and energy medicine. It's similar to a swim action where the arms stretch forwards and open. And you can do this as much as needed. So this gives a fold forwards and a lift, which is what you would be doing in martial arts before you extend it. Even in javelin throwing, if there was no javelin in my arm, it would be this kind of fold forward action to throw the javelin in the same way. Martial arts actions in many ways follow the same pattern. So these are two exercises which elongate the posture whilst making sure we're also rooted in place by sinking down into the hips. So in terms of the posture, there's an elevation, there's a stretch, there's a rotation forwards, and sinking down into the hips so that you'll stretch from the bottom as well as the top. And there's a S-shaped natural curve similar to that of a bow in some ways. The next exercise is to take the feet together, overlap the hands in front, and just stretch out and round, creating big circles with the arms, stretching up, lifting from the chest, lifting from the neck, and even looking up. Looking up gives an overall stretch and alignment to the spine. Looking up naturally elevates the energies so that they circulate fully and reach the upper energy centers so that they don't remain at too lower level. So with these three exercises, with the staff behind the back, between the elbows, across here, this gives an elevation and a sink into the stance. The second exercise, fold forwards, and it's as if you're swimming forwards, creating a circle with the arms forwards, bending forwards, bringing the arms in, elevating up and stretching out and forwards. Once again, keeping the palms flat, up facing. The final exercise, bring the arms together, create circles laterally to the side, up and out and back together. So when we apply this in a live situation, we take the posture, sink down into the stance, fold forwards very slightly as we extend, stretching through, rotating the neck, lifting from the chest, lessening this distance between the chest and the chin so that we're protected, the neck is strong, protected from knockouts, and the head isn't pointing up in the air. This allows us to move away whilst not tipping because we're curving, we're sinking down and folding forwards even if we're moving backwards. If we're moving forwards, fold with the body before extending the limb, and that's how to make sure your thoracic spine, mid-spine, is aligned to the upper body, the neck and the head, and also positioned correctly, aligned into the body's center of gravity, which sinks down and remains grounded. So from this grounded position, you have a lift, a buoyancy, whilst at the same time being rooted and stable. So there's mobility and stability aligned as one.